The line outside the famous Teatro Colón in Buenos Aires no longer compromises opera goers, but people anxiously waiting a COVID-19 test. This majestic opera house is now a makeshift testing centre as Argentina expands its infrastructure to manage the pandemic. This country of 45 million reached a new milestone this week, 2 million confirmed cases, with about 50,000 deaths. New confirmed cases are falling following a spike shortly after Christmas. The number of daily infections nationwide remains relatively low, so much so that as of next week, children will begin to return to classes across the country. But as the summer months draw to an end, there remains the question whether or not Argentina will be able to avoid a second wave of infections. On Monday, Health Minister Ginés González García announced 2 variants of the coronavirus first identified in Brazil have been detected in the country. The variant detected in the UK was also identified in Argentina in mid-January. It's now a race to vaccinate as many people as possible before the Southern Hemisphere's winter. Argentina's vaccine campaign began in December. It was the first country in the region to use the Sputnik V vaccine developed by Russia's Gamaleya Institute. Alberto Fernandez was the first Latin American president to get the vaccine last month. Argentina has agreements in place with AstraZeneca and COVAX. This week, the national regulatory body approved the use of Covishield, the vaccine developed in India. And the government has reached an agreement for the Chinese vaccine Sinopharm, which is awaiting approval for use in the country. Yet despite these agreements, it remains unclear when the vaccines will be available.
The problem we have, and it is not only us but also other countries, is the supply of vaccines. It is slower than we first expected. We are not getting supplies at the speed that was planned. We are hoping this vaccine campaign works better when production increases in laboratories and it becomes easier to get vaccines.
Authorities continue to emphasise the importance of social distancing and using masks as they try to contain the virus and hope to secure more vaccines in the coming days and weeks. Joel Richards for CGTN in Buenos Aires.